When you walk through an airport, you see passengers, boarding gates, coffee shops, security lines. But what you don't see is the real war happening behind the terminals. Because while travelers argue about delays, airports are fighting for something far more valuable: cargo. And whoever controls cargo hubs controls global trade. Tourism fills the headlines. Cargo fills the bank accounts. Airports don't chase tourists. They chase contracts, long-term, locked-in, high-value deals. Not just for a season, but for years. Cargo is not a gamble on next summer's vacation numbers. It's a promise, signed, sealed, and delivered. Every day, FedEx in Memphis, UPS in Louisville, SF Airlines in Shanghai, Emirates Sky Cargo in Dubai. These giants pay to land, to load, to store, to move. Warehouses, cold chain vaults, customs lanes, each one a revenue stream, each one a shield against the next passenger slump. When travel collapses, cargo keeps moving. During the pandemic, passenger traffic dropped by more than 60%. Cargo revenue stayed steady, and in some hubs it surged. Why? Because contracts with integrators and logistics giants guarantee volume. Freight doesn't care about vacation plans. It cares about delivery deadlines. That's why airport finance teams run the numbers on cargo first. Stability, predictability, power. This is the financial engine behind the glass walls and moving walkways. If you want sharp, no-fluff aviation geopolitics, subscribe now. Because the real story is happening where passengers never look. Behind the glass and the gates, power is built in concrete and steel. Not in boardrooms, not in press releases, in warehouses, cold rooms, and bonded corridors. This is where leverage lives. Temperature-controlled vaults. Pharma moves here: insulin, vaccines, blood plasma. These are goods that cannot sit on a hot tarmac. Cold chain hubs command premium rates. Every extra day shaved off storage or customs is money in the bank. Customs fast lanes cut dwell times from days to hours. Contracts demand it. Deadlines demand it. Bonded storage. Goods clear customs before you even see the runway. No waiting on paperwork. No delays at the border. Speed is power. Cargo does not just land and sit. It flows. Tracked in real time. Sorted. Dispatched. Rail links run straight into the airport belly. In Shanghai, Pudong's dedicated lines connect the factory floor to the sorting bay, skipping the truck queues. In Dubai, Al Maktoum's warehouses plug directly into Jebel Ali port and the desert rail grid. Integration wins. The more seamless the link, the stronger the grip on global trade. Forget the terminal boutiques. The real assets are out back, in the cold, in the dark, in the data. This is the machinery of leverage. This is how airports become indispensable. Origin, relay, two formulas, both win, but in different ways. China plays the origin game. Daxing and Pudong are not just airports, they are the end of the assembly line. Here, the factory floor meets the runway. Provincial governments cut taxes, fund new rail links, and build bonded warehouses right next to the loading docks. In Jiangsu and Guangdong, zero value-added tax corridors and 5-year tax holidays lure logistics giants and manufacturers. The result? Smartphones, electric vehicle batteries, and pharmaceuticals leave the factory and hit a freighter in under 8 hours, sometimes less. Rail lines run straight from Foxconn's gates in Zhengzhou to Daxing's cargo ramp. No middlemen, no wasted hours. Volume is locked in by policy, not weather. China's 14th five-year plan targets 50 million tons a year by 2030, with 15% of cargo moving seamlessly from rail to air. The state wants speed. The provinces deliver it. Dubai bets on the relay. Al Maktoum is not a factory's backyard, it is the world's crossroads. Here, cargo flows from Asia, Africa, and Europe meet in one of the world's largest free zones. Warehouses, customs, and Jebel Ali port mesh into a single logistics machine. Emirates Sky Cargo can move freight from Shanghai to Frankfurt, Mumbai to London, all routed through Dubai's desert hub. The numbers are hard to beat. 2/3 of the world's population are within an 8-hour flight. Free zone rules mean zero tax, 100% foreign ownership, and no delays. The playbook is different, not origin, but speed, not manufacturing, but transit. The goal is to capture every urgent shipment, every rerouted box, every crisis-driven detour. When the Red Sea closes or a pandemic hits, Dubai's relay model turns geography into leverage. Origin or relay. Factory to freighter or global crossroads. Both models run on integration, incentives, and hardwired speed. But the power play is different. China builds corridors to lock in production. Dubai builds reach to capture the world's urgency. Behind every passenger terminal, there is a blueprint for control. Two engines drive the new cargo order. One runs on sovereign ambition, the other runs on private contracts. Both build power in different ways. Saudi Arabia writes its playbook in Riyadh. King Salman International Airport is not just a terminal, it is a 57 square kilometer statement with 6 parallel runways, 3 million square meters of logistics zones, and a target: move over 2 million tons of cargo every year by 2030. The Public Investment Fund, PIF, signs the checks. 7 real estate giants ink deals for warehouses, hotels, and bonded corridors. The master plan is public, the money is sovereign. Vision 2030 is the deadline. The goal is to turn Riyadh into a global crossroads, linking Asia, Africa, and Europe. Not just passengers, but cargo. Not just flights, but flows. When the state funds the backbone, scale is not a question. It is a mandate. Across the Atlantic, the US model runs on private muscle. Memphis and Louisville, FedEx and UPS. No royal decree, no government master plan. Just contracts, long, ironclad, and relentless. FedEx locks in Memphis. UPS claims Louisville. Each hub sits near the country's center, slicing haul times to every coast. Overnight is not a marketing slogan, it is the contract. Every night, freighters fill the ramps. Volume is guaranteed, revenue is predictable. Integrators pay to land, pay to lease, pay to move. No waiting for government budgets, no 5-year plans, just the math of speed and scale. Sovereign capital or private backbone. Riyadh's vision or Memphis's contract grid. Both feed the same hunger, control over the arteries of trade. The difference is who holds the keys, a crown prince or a CEO. Both models are building leverage, one runway at a time, and while these giants battle at the top, a new challenger is lining up on the runway. India is next in line. India is not waiting for an invitation. It is building its own runway into the cargo war. Delhi's Indira Gandhi International Airport, IGI, is the new challenger. Not a crossroads, an origin, a launch pad for exports. Here, planners chase not just volume, but value. Their target is high-margin cargo, not tourist footfall. Pharmaceuticals, vaccines, precision electronics, goods that demand speed, reliability, and cold chain discipline. The government's Make in India push is not just a slogan. It is a set of incentives, tax breaks, and customs reforms aimed straight at exporters. Manufacturers get fast-tracked clearances. Logistics startups get space in the new cargo zones. Every square meter of IGI's expansion is designed to move product, not people. The numbers are bold. Cold chain upgrades stretch across the cargo precinct. New temperature-controlled vaults line the tarmac, targeting the pharma lanes to Europe and the United States. India's vaccine exports, once a trickle, now fill wide-body freighters. In 2024, IGI's cold chain handled over 200,000 tons of pharmaceuticals, with direct lanes to Frankfurt, Chicago, and London. Time on the ground is measured in hours, not days. Customs corridors run 24/7. Exporters bypass the paperwork gridlock that once slowed India's trade. Live tracking, digital documentation, and bonded storage mean a shipment can leave a Hyderabad factory and clear Delhi's ramp in a single shift. Pharma giants, Serum Institute, and Dr. Reddy's lock in contracts for guaranteed slots and temperature control. When Europe needs vaccines or the United States needs generics, IGI is ready. It is not just about capacity, it is about credibility. India wants to be the origin you can trust when the world is short on time and high on risk. In a world splitting into rival blocks, IGI's planners are betting that reliability is leverage. The cargo war is not just for the superhubs anymore. The map is shifting. The next power may come from where you least expect. Shock. That is how it starts. Borders close, planes vanish from the sky, passengers stranded. But in the warehouses behind the glass, the lights stay on. Cargo keeps moving. Spring 2020. The world locks down. Passenger flights collapse by 60%. But cargo? Contracts hold. Freighters keep flying. Essential goods, masks, ventilators, vaccines move by air. Governments scramble. Regulators drop the rulebook. FAA issues emergency waivers. Passenger jets fly as ghost freighters, seats stripped, bellies packed with boxes. In Europe, the essential goods rule grants air corridors for medical supplies. China opens green channels for PPE exports. Red tape falls away. Speed wins. E-commerce surges. Locked down consumers click buy. Parcels double, then triple. In the US, daily package volume rockets past 100 million. Amazon, Alibaba, Mercado Libre, each one a logistics empire. Every new order is a demand for speed. Next day, same day, 1 hour. Warehouses run around the clock. Integrators, FedEx, UPS, DHL lock in new contracts. Cargo lanes fill up. Airports with strong cargo arms, Memphis, Louisville, Pudong, Dubai, see volumes rise while passenger terminals sit empty. Numbers tell the story. In 2021, global air cargo demand jumps 7% above pre-pandemic levels. Asia to Europe lanes spike 15%. During the Red Sea crisis, air freight rates triple as shippers reroute around blocked sea lanes. Dubai's Al Maktoum and Shanghai Pudong add tens of thousands of tons in weeks. Pharma, electronics, perishables, anything urgent fly. Airports with cold chain, bonded storage, and fast customs clearances become lifelines. The lesson is clear. Resilience is not just a buzzword. It is power. When the world breaks, cargo keeps the arteries open. Airports that move fast, adapt, and clear the way for freight do not just survive, they take control. Consumer habits have changed for good. E-commerce is now a baseline, not a bonus. Speed is the new normal. Behind every click, there is a warehouse, a contract, a runway. And in every crisis, the airport with the fastest cargo wins. Supply chains don't just stretch, they splinter. One crisis, one tariff, one war, and the old map is gone. Trade fragments, regional blocks rise, flows reroute overnight. The world's biggest cargo airports face a new rule: adapt or get left behind. This isn't about more concrete, it's about smarter systems. The new weapon? Technology. Not just tracking barcodes or scanning boxes, artificial intelligence, blockchain, predictive analytics. These are the tools that decide who moves the world's freight and who waits in line. A shipment leaves a pharma plant in Hyderabad. Artificial intelligence predicts the best route to Frankfurt, factoring weather, strikes, customs, and bottlenecks. Not next week, not tomorrow, now. Algorithms cut dwell time from days to minutes. Automated customs clearance means a pallet can clear Delhi or Dubai in under 20 minutes. That is not a perk. That is survival. Blockchain kills paperwork. Every document, every signature, every checkpoint is verified in real time and shared across borders. No more lost forms, no more faxes. For high-value cargo, electronics, vaccines, electric vehicle batteries, this is the difference between $10,000 in revenue and $1 million loss. Every second saved is leverage gained. Airport chief information officers run the numbers. In Memphis, FedEx's artificial intelligence control tower tracks thousands of shipments by the minute. In Shanghai, predictive software reroutes cargo around typhoons before the planes even land. In Dubai, customs blockchain slashes clearance time for urgent medical gear. The result? Contracts won, volume locked, competitors left chasing ghosts. Fragmentation rewards the fast and the flexible. Technology is the edge. The airport that moves data as fast as it moves freight wins the contract, the margin, the power. This is not a tech demo. It is the new front line in the cargo war. Adapt, accelerate, or vanish. Subscribe now if you want sharp, no-fluff aviation geopolitics, because the next battle for control won't be fought with runways. It'll be fought with code. Money moves where certainty lives. Cargo is not a side business. It's the financial core. Every shipment is a fee. Every hour in storage is a bill. Airports stack revenue, landing charges, handling fees, warehouse leases, customs fast lanes. Each contract is a promise, not a gamble. Integrators like FedEx, UPS, SF Airlines, and Emirates Sky Cargo pay to land, pay to sort, pay to store, pay to move. The fee stack is deep. Cold chain? That's the gold mine. Pharmaceuticals, vaccines, and perishables demand temperature control. Cold chain handling commands a premium 20 to 50% above standard cargo rates. Not a guess. An industry norm. Every extra degree, every minute shaved off the tarmac is cash in the vault. Customs clearance, airports charge for speed. Fast lanes mean higher fees, but time is money for shippers. The result, predictable contract-driven income. When passenger traffic crashes, cargo revenue holds steady. Finance teams know the math. Cargo is leverage. Cargo is resilience. This is why investors chase airports with the deepest cargo stacks and the best cold chain facilities. Follow the money, and you'll find the real centers of power. If you want sharp, no-fluff aviation geopolitics, subscribe now. Because in the cargo war, dollars decide who wins. Crisis is the test. The Red Sea closes. Ships stall. Ocean lanes choke. Cargo pivots to the sky. Overnight, air freight rates triple. Dubai adds 25,000 tons in a single quarter, an 18% jump. Frankfurt, Doha, Istanbul. Each one swallows the shock, rerouting goods that cannot wait for the slow boat around Africa. Electronics, pharma, auto parts, if it is urgent, it flies. For a few months, the world's supply chain runs on runway concrete, not container ships. This is leverage in real time, but the Red Sea is just a preview. The future is a game of scenarios. 3 paths: consolidation, multipolar, disruption. In consolidation, a handful of mega hubs, Dubai, Shanghai, Memphis, lock down 60% of global air cargo. Volume and power concentrate. Contracts get bigger, margins get fatter. In a multipolar world, regional hubs specialize. Pharma in Frankfurt, perishables in Nairobi, oversized cargo in Houston. The map fragments, but each hub digs deep into its niche. Disruption is the wild card. Climate rules, tariffs, new high-speed rail, anyone could flip the board. Some hubs win, some vanish. The stakes, control over the arteries of global trade. The next crisis will decide who holds the keys. Forget the departure boards. Today, power moves in pallets, not passengers. China, Dubai, Memphis are more than airports. They are gatekeepers. In a world where Red Sea blockades can shift entire supply chains overnight, the real border is not a customs line. It is a cargo contract. Whoever controls the flow controls the future. Next time you land, ask yourself, who is really winning the airport war?